You're going to try a live video today. The Wi-Fi, it's just been like, a little bit like this lately. So if it doesn't go, then I'll record it for you. So today we're going to talk about how to get through, how to conquer the fear of the unknown when you're going into the paralegal career. Okay. This is a fear, a worry expressed by people, especially on my YouTube channel, who were expressing that they were fearful about taking that step into something that they don't know anything about and are not even sure that they've been prepared well enough. So one of the things you'll hear me mention in many videos is this: that you can overcome that fear. You'll still be afraid when you're going on the interview, maybe even when you send your resume and cover letter off. I certainly felt that, what am I doing? Am I cut out for this? That type of thing. But even after I had experience, I felt that. Going into a new area of law, I thought, what am I doing? Why don't I just stay in a comfort zone that I'm not enjoying, but, at least I'll feel like I don't have to conquer this. But this is who we are as humans. We, you might not think you're adventurous, but you are adventurous by going into this career, okay, and thinking about going into it. Whether you go through 2 years of school, you get a certificate, or none of it, it's still scary. So how did I overcome my fear? Every single time I went for a new job, and that's either at the beginning or 10 years or 20 years into the career, I was still worried and concerned about it, about the move. So this is how I did it. I researched on Google, same thing I talked about yesterday, every facet of what that paralegal does, and tried to learn a lot, thinking that they may not call me for the interview, but what if they do? And what if it's the next day? So I'd better get going and do my homework about what this paralegal does in the area of law that the job is for. So if it's a family law position, you're going to go on Google, and search that out. Why would that conquer the fear of the unknown? Well, the more you know about what that paralegal does, the more confident you will feel. That confidence will start to overwhelm the fear. It won't dissipate it. It won't knock it out completely, but you'll start to see that, that's what they do. That would be all the everyday duties that, to be honest, you're not learning in a 2-year program. You're not learning what you do, the practical side, every day, or in a certificate program. You're just learning the mechanics. But you're not learning how to serve the attorney, how to be an assistant to the attorney. So this is what you have to, that's a huge gap that you have to fill before you start applying for jobs, banking on a degree or a certificate, or maybe a past degree in another area that has nothing to do with law, thinking that will get the foot in the door. You've got to be able to convince the attorney that you know how to help that attorney. They don't have time to do a lot of training. They may say it in the ad, but they really don't. Most of them don't do that because they have to work on cases, and that's what brings the money in. So when you want to reduce that fear, then you've got to take it upon yourself to research what paralegals do in that particular area of law, and it will raise your confidence. It will increase your confidence level, okay? I know this because once I started to see, and for those of you who are in your first job, if you're not tracking in your notebook your handy dandy notebook right here, which I carry with me all the time. What you are learning, all the skills you're acquiring. That's a mistake, because every single one of those skills that you've acquired are worth money to another attorney. So remember that you're selling your skills, your legal knowledge down the road, and it may only be a year away that you're switching jobs. So for my new people who are not even in the field, take this to heart, that every time you develop a new skill, you write it down in the notebook. And on the job, when you're learning new things, the type of documents you're doing, the name of the document without putting client names in it, just the general name of the document. You need to write all that down, because it could be in a year you'll be talking in an interview to another attorney and being able to say, I know how to do this, this, this. And that's the practical side of being a paralegal, that you have that knowledge that you can trade up on, and you can earn more money because you've acquired the knowledge, right? You notice I'm not saying necessarily experience. The whole idea that you can't land a job because you lack experience is bogus. That's if you're applying for jobs that are way above your head, then that's an effort in futility. That's a waste of your time. You've got to start out at the beginning, because you've got a boatload of legal knowledge to absorb. But before all that, you've got to figure out, what does that paralegal do in that area of law? So, as I said the other day, criminal defense, you're interested in that, or real estate, really search the heck out of it, not from an attorney standpoint, but from the paralegal standpoint. What does that paralegal do every day? Okay? And learning how to research on Google is so important. When people ask me on YouTube just this week, Leslie, do you have a playlist for many different areas of law? You should really create one. Well, that playlist is sitting right there on the YouTube channel, and has been for probably 2 years or 2.5 years. So what does that tell me? That tells me that that person isn't researching enough on the platform they're talking to me on. You have to become a great researcher. You have to use Google, use YouTube to help you with your technical skills where you might be lacking in Microsoft Word or Excel, any other software programs you might be lacking in. Go there and listen to it, find a good teacher. No, I don't have a link. You go research that on YouTube. On Google, research what I just talked about. Okay, what are the paralegal duties in family law? What are the paralegal duties in real estate law? Blah, blah, all the different types of law. What are the paralegal duties in automobile accident law? Oh, you're going to unearth a whole wonderful world of research, and you're going to take, here's one of my new Dollar Tree slime notebooks. That's the theme that they have at the Dollar Tree right now. But you're going to take one of these Dollar Tree notebooks, and you're going to do that homework, and then you're going to learn so much. But write it down so that you don't forget. And if you're researching specific area of law, put that at the top: family law, criminal law, real estate, and have a couple pages for each area and write down what you find. And that will serve you well in your career. Believe me, it will. You will not understand how important this is until you start doing it, and then you see all the information out there. And if you can see your way clear to jumping on board in 2 days to the Paralegal Inner Circle class and take my class. And then also, before you start sending out your resumes and cover letters, take my cover letter secrets class so that you can grab the attention of the hiring attorney. That's after you take the Paralegal Inner Circle class, okay? That's launching. You can, on Facebook, just scroll through the feed. You'll see links for that. And what else? That's about it for today. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, and it will make you feel so confident the more you learn. Don't wait until you're on the job and then you feel overwhelmed. Don't do that. Avoid that like the plague, okay? And any questions, comments, post them below. Would love to hear from you, and I will talk to you in the next video.